your passports ready at the checkpoint. If you don't have your passports, it's okay. We'll stop at the border and you can step out and climb over the hill and we'll meet you on the other side. Just remember the protocol, stay low. No, you don't need no passports. It's okay. I'm just kidding.
Now, as you catch a glimpse of the monument of the two country flags standing side by side, this is a strong depiction of the relationship shared here by both Holland and France. As one of the most unique parts of the world, Saint Maarten is an 87 square kilometer island, which is divided by nationality as much as anything else. Part Dutch and part French. This is the only land border shared by both countries on the planet. To the north lies the French collective de Saint Maarten, and to the south lies Dutch Saint Maarten. Roughly equal in population, this little landmark is famous for being the smallest inhabited sea island on the planet, which has been divided up between two nations. As a truly unique location, this makes it easier than ever before for people to buy into the connection between both countries, as well as experience unique changes in culture and lifestyle as experienced here.
Saint Maarten is divided in two countries. We have the Dutch side and we have the French side. The Dutch part of the island is a autonomous country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands. The French side is a collective of France, so we just technically drove from the Caribbean to France on a bus. So you can go home and tell your friends we teleported, and you won't be lying. So as we have two governments, it's two separate countries. So calling from the French side to the Dutch side is an international call. So if I call my girlfriend on the French side, it's an international call. If I call my girlfriend on the Dutch side, it's a local call. So that's which one I call the man.
After 15 years later, the Spanish gave up and abandoned the island. The French and Dutch immediately returned to re-inhabit the island, signing the Treaty of Concordia, which partitioned the island between the French and the Dutch. Under the treaty, both sides would share the natural resources of the island, assisting each other in times of need.
Everything inside the bus truck. So there will be narrow streets on the island. Please keep everything on the inside. Captain is about to demonstrate why she's driving and I'm on a microphone.
The legend states that for the Treaty of Concordia, a Frenchman and a Dutchman decided to have a contest to determine how much land each side would get. They left walking in opposite directions, and where they met would mark the division of the island between the two countries. Because the Dutchman was drunk and stumbling around, the sober Frenchman was able to walk farther. As a result, the French got the greater portion of the island.
Well, to be fair, the game was rigged because the Frenchman brought the wine. And the Dutch didn't like beer. Am I right or wrong? I got a Dutch family here. You prefer the beer, right? The Frenchmen, the Dutchmen, beer or wine? Beer or wine? Beer or wine? Beer. There you go. I proved my point.
Martin has a winter season, with the temperature averaging 25 degrees Celsius or 77 degrees Fahrenheit. But because they are used to the heat, locals get quite cold at this time of the year, and it's not uncommon to see people wearing sweaters and even woolen hats. St. Martin lies in the Atlantic hurricane zone, and it's been hit by a few devastating hurricanes. In 1995, the destructive Hurricane Louise caused extensive damage to the island, with maximum winds gusting to 202 miles per hour, or 325 kilometers an hour. The hurricane season corresponds to the rainy season, and as you might imagine, tourists plan their visits during the dry season.
So if we want an idea for how bad the hurricane in 95 affected the island, we had 3 months no electricity, no water, 4 months no school, and food was very, very scarce. So it was a tough time. And after that, we rebuilt twice as strong, just to never have to deal with that situation again. And since then, even with the Hurricane Irma, we were back up and running within 3 weeks. Yeah.
Fishing village on a craggy old bog, eventually Fort St. Louis, which you can see just up ahead, became a premium feature of the land. The fort was created to celebrate King Louis XVI, who wished for a fort to be built in his image on a hill near Marigot Bay. It was built in 1789 under the orders of Jean de Durand, the governor of St. Martin. Fort Louis was used to help defend warehouses for a time, until it was eventually left behind and fell into disrepair. Come the 19th century, it was restored and then abandoned, before being picked up again in the 1990s, as it was renovated and turned into a vital part of the community once again. If you enjoy a steep climb and a bit of a challenge, we recommend taking a step off here at one stage. Welcomes yachts up to 260 feet and has all the conveniences for comfort, including internet, Wi-Fi, and even laundry services. Close by, you are sure to find a fruit and vegetable market and, of course, several restaurants. It also has a splendid area for shopping with boutiques, pastry shops, and flower shops. Not far away stands the historic Fort Louis Monument on a hill with a fantastic view of the Bay of Marigot.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching our first stop. If you look directly to your right, to your left, sorry, you will see the restrooms. To the right, you will see a little market. You have some souvenirs. Straight ahead, you will have the Fruits and Roots natural juice bar. All the fruits and juices are naturally grown here on the island. Please make sure to get yourself a nice smoothie. You have it with and without alcohol. Please remember that there is no alcohol consumption on the bus unless I get a drink too. No, you are definitely allowed to drink whatever you please on the island. And then we have some guava berry coladas here by Sugar Apple Guava Berries, our natural fruit, our national fruit. And we make a local punch out of this, and that will knock you out in 7 different ways. We'll be here for about 20 minutes. So I expect everyone back on the bus at 10:25. Please listen out for the bus sound, for the horn. When you hear that horn, it's time to make your way back to the bus. Do not be that one person that the entire bus has to wait on, as you will have a lot of angry guests, and I will have to make it better for you. Have fun.